something good and go and tell people how awesome they are and how they are to die for. Hello there, beloved. This is Sunely and I'm here with your very first love notes from the program God's Love Notes. Today we're gonna have a talk about one of the Bible verses that really encouraged me to think differently, see myself differently, and see others differently. And it is one of my favorites, just really one of my super number one favorites. It's about John chapter 3 verse 16 that says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish but have everlasting life." This Bible verse is just beautiful because when I was a kid, I was bullied because of my skin color, and growing up as a teenager, I grew up with a lot of low self-esteem. I didn't think I was beautiful enough. If it was my forehead that was too big, it was the spots on my face that was too much, or I was too skinny. There were so many things I could just, make up that why I wouldn't be too, very beautiful or anything like that. And my parents were very supportive. They were so loving. They cared so much for me, always telling me how beautiful I was and all these things. But it was only when God revealed this to me that I started to look at myself differently. For those that do not know who Jesus was and what kind of person Jesus was, he came to this earth. He was the only perfect man that did everything good. He healed the sick. He walked with those that were sinners, and he ate with them. He laughed with them. He delivered them. He taught them all kind of new things, amazing things. And God really used him mightily here on earth. And eventually he gave his life so that he would carry all the nastiness of this world, all the sin, all the things of this broken world that the devil is doing, all the things that we can do wrong, the wrongs that we do to other people. He gave his all so that we could be free, that we can find a purpose in life, that we can find how valuable we are, how wonderful we are, how great we are, and to show how much God loved us, so that we shouldn't carry any punishment or any horrible things that all in this world is happening that is just a fact. No, but that we can receive his peace, his love, his joy, and see things through his eyes, that we can have a living relationship with God and see ourselves through God's eyes. He died for the world, and I'm part of this world. I love to make things personal, so I put my name there. For God so loved Sunely, so loved me, that he gave Jesus. Jesus gave his life. He died for me. I was to die for. I was so amazing that he died for me. And that opened my eyes. And I was like, yeah, I don't care about what anybody else says. Even though there's nobody else that tells you anything, or, nobody else that does something that great. I know there was one man that died for me because I was so precious and so loved and so awesome in his eyes. I want to encourage you with this as well. If you're out there and you don't believe you're beautiful, worthy, or awesome, or great, gorgeous, and that you are able to do amazing things and that you have a purpose in this life, I want to encourage you today and say you are to die for. There was one person that died just for you because you were worthy of it, because he loves you so much, and his love is unconditional regardless of your religion, your sexuality, your background. It doesn't matter whether you do good or not. He already loved you like you are, just the way you are. And I want to encourage you with that today. When you go to your job, when you go to your bed, I don't know what time era you're in right now, but wherever you're going after this video, know that you are to die for. And see other people like that too. They are to die for. They have the same worth as Jesus has. You have the same worth as Jesus had. And it's so amazing to see people from the eyes of love, from the eyes of how precious they are. And you treat them differently too. So do something good and go and tell people how awesome they are and how they are to die for. God bless you. See you in the next episode, the next love note, and have a glorious day. Bye bye.